Well, good morning, everybody. As you know, Graham and I sold the farm in Enderby and we moved up north. A place I said I would never move back to because I don't like snow and I don't like being cold. Well, we're here. So, 12 and a half hour drive later, we've landed at the farm that we've purchased. I'll take you for a bit of a walk around. Good news, everybody arrived safely. Nobody got sick. The goats they were stressed for the drive, but they all managed to arrive just fine. So I've got the bucks in this little section here. We're going to be making that a little bit bigger over the next couple of days. And then right there is everybody else. So behind us there is the garage. It's not a barn. It is a garage. Kind of a unique, looks kind of like a half barrel, and the rafters, I guess, they're all integral. They're all built in one. These guys seem to be adjusting just fine. Took me a bit to find some hay, but I have some being delivered this week, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then there's the house. Take you for a walk through later. Needless to say, needs a little bit of work. But, Graham and I don't do anything in half measures. We definitely are unique insofar as we found the property. We bought 39 acres for under $300,000. There's about $80,000 to $100,000 worth of renovations that need to be done to the house and to the yard for fencing and stuff. So all in, we should be about the 350, 400 mark for buying this place, getting it livable, and moving in. And that's where we're living right now. Hi, Graham. Bye, Graham. He's gone in the house. So fingers crossed, it's October. We can be out of that caravan by November, December, fingers crossed, and into the house. So let me take you in the house. I'll give you a quick walk around there and we'll see what it looks like, but a lot of work to do. So as I said, there's lots of work to be done in the house, but here's the main entrance. It's kind of a weird setup because the main entrance is actually not visible from the driveway. So we're going to have to put in a door. So we have some plans on how we're going to renovate and what it's going to look like. But this is the main house now. So hopefully this wall here gets taken out and gets opened up into this beautiful kitchen with that wall there also taken out. So this could be a completely open concept kitchen flowing into the living room. That beautiful mural. Of all the things we should keep in the house, I think it's that. And we'll revisit that in a bit. Anyway, this window here, the round one, is a plexiglass. We've had the window guy come in, give us a quote. We're going to see if we can keep the round shape. If not, then it'll probably go completely, but we'll see. That door there's a bedroom. Now, the nice thing about this house compared to our other one is this one here is probably about 3 times bigger. Small bedroom in there. Bathroom in here. I don't know why they built the wall where it is, because Graham has to duck to get here. I don't, but then I'm also not over 6 feet tall, so there'll be some renovations. First step, because the roof does leak, will be, and you can see the water damage here on the wall, right there. So the first step is to get the roof fixed. Once the roof is fixed, deconstructing, taking down all the inside drywall, pulling out the insulation, and then reframing some things. So we're going to get rid of this window here. This wall here is going to come out so that this is one big space, and that could be the master bedroom. But a lot of it hinges on whether or not this is a support wall. I don't believe it is, just based on the location. It's not in the center of the house, right? And I think if these arches are anything like what the barn is, they're not needed. The wall isn't actually needed for support in the house. So we'll see. So that's the inside of the house. There's a lot of renovations that I want to do to the house, and we'll see how it all plays out. Come on, Gunner, this way. I want to move some walls. Gunner, come on, let's go this way. The nice thing, come on, Gunner, let's go outside. There you go, buddy. The nice thing about this is the hot water tank and the furnace are only 6 years old. So there's my bathroom facilities right now, because I don't have a spot to drop the black water without moving the trailer out. So it doesn't make sense to do that. This little boat came with the property. Travis has already called dibs on it. I think I'll exchange for some fence building. Hey, Taz. That shelter there, they used to have horses here, I guess, when their children were little. So there's a shelter there. There is some previous fencing along here, but it's all barbed wire, and I want the barbed wire to get taken out. I don't like it. I didn't like it. I mean, we used it when I was a kid for the horses and stuff. And my show horse, actually, I had a skidoo run it through the barbed wire fence, and he ended up with really bad scars. So then, yeah. So if we can get rid of the barbed wire, that would be great. And here's all the girls. So today, there's 3 tasks we got to get done. We have a plumber coming in to do the flow test and test the water. And then I want to, this is such a small space for chickens that used to free range. I'm going to try and increase this by double. We're going to put along the front here, we're going to put some plywood. And I see one of the girls got out. Good job, Gunner. Good finding her. Leave it now. Leave it, Gunner. I'll get her. You leave her, Gunner. Leave it. Gunner, come here. Good boy. Leave it alone now. Black ones always seem to get out. Bad chickens. That's okay. I'll sort it out. Anyway, so put some laying boxes in there. There was an old dresser on the property. We just took the drawers out and put them in there. Gunner, come. Come, Gunner. And so those are in there. Yeah. The black ones will fly up and over. This is a 6-foot fencing, but they're escape artists. They were at the other property as well, so whatever. I'll get that fixed. There's those big ones, the ones that last video I was asking you guys what they were. There's the 4 of them there. Beautiful birds. I think one of them is going to be a rooster, but I've been saying that since he was little. Gunner, leave it. So we'll see. I know that they are heritage birds, but I don't remember what they were. Leave it, Gunner. Let's see if I can get her in there without getting any of the other ones loose. There you go. Get in there. Good girl. I know I had a couple comments last time about my camera being very shaky. Well, I don't actually have a camera. I'm still using my phone. I can't really afford to buy a good camera right now for this. Again, this channel was started for my kids and grandkids and family and stuff like that. I completely appreciate everybody who is watching that isn't family. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you've stuck with us. But until I can actually afford to buy a decent camera with a stabilizer, I apologize that you're going to end up getting some shaky stuff, especially if I'm trying to actually do something and holding the camera without letting it go. But I'm getting better. I am getting better. I'm definitely not the professional videographer, photographer my daughter is, but so we also have a new addition to the farm. Although really not really a new addition. One of the eggs that Travis and Ricky took last spring hatched. So this is Speedy. He's the Muscovy duck. I think he is the son of Harold and probably Betty, based on his coloring. So he's a beautiful boy. Hey, Speedy. Hi, Speedy. Yeah. So we're going to try and find Speedy some girlfriends. But we did a bit of a perimeter here. So he's got lots of space. This actually works out to about the same amount of space as our previous ducks had. So Jenna, you leave that bird alone. Riley. Ah! So Speedy's blending in with the family pretty quick. That's good. So we're going to move the trailer and stuff and get into a better position. We got to do some fencing today for the girls, move them. Breeding season for the goats. We're going to breed the goats next 3 to 6 weeks. I still don't know if Peanut's big enough to breed or Liz. I'm going to have to measure Liz and weigh her and stuff like that. And then, yeah, once everybody's bred, we'll go from there. I'll try and, in the next video or two, put some photos up of the different Diego and Zorro and who I intend to breed them to. Diego's a bit bigger than Zorro for size and stature, so I'll probably keep Zorro with some of the smaller ones. But I really want to breed Diego and Liz together. I think that coloring combination would be amazing. Malibu is going to get bred with Zorro for sure, because I think that coloring would be amazing. Hey, Malibu. I think her with Zorro. I believe Marigold with Zorro. If we breed Peanut this year, it'll be Peanut with Zorro. Honey there, she's going to go with Diego. Luna's going to go with Diego. Liz over there, I know she's in heat right now. She's going to go with Diego. The two girls, I'm tempted to put one with Diego, one with Zorro. Raspberry and Marmalade. And I think that's just based on their colorings. Raspberry has a very white face and Marmalade has the darker face. And I'm thinking Marmalade with Diego and Marmalade with Zorro. Diego, Zorro, Diego. So if I put Marmalade with Diego, hey buddy, and then Raspberry with Zorro. I know my boys. Ugh, they stink. Then I'll get some better coloring out of them. So we'll see. You smell bad. You're pretty, but you stink. Hey? The boys have been doing really well together. I mean, normally you don't have bucks in the same pen, but these two sleep together. Temporarily, we've put this picnic table with a piece of plywood over it, so when it rains, they have some shelter. And then their hay and the hay feeder. But you can definitely tell the difference in size. Diego is definitely bigger than Zorro. He went into rut a lot sooner than Zorro. Zorro's still a sweet boy. He wants cuddles still from dad and mom. He doesn't get cuddles from dad and mom because he stinks too bad. But he's been doing really good. And you can actually see the line of leaves. So we got to get the girls out of this section. They've eaten about as much as they're going to eat.